Hi everybody. Excuse me, I goofed. I set up the scheduled call with the wrong time on it. So Facebook wouldn't let me start just now. So I've had to just go live, and hopefully people will find me in this rather than where I should have been. And hopefully it's working. It is Monday, March the 7th. 2022, and I'm here with the latest updates on We Share Abundance and the launch of our SOAP program. We are broadcasting, hopefully streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly, which is where I'll be heading in the very near future, because that's where I see comments. I don't tend to see them here in the Melon app. So wherever you're watching from, whichever platform, whichever country, whichever continent, whichever type of person you are, whether you're a member or a guest, a visitor, somebody just having a look, see what we're about, everybody is very, very welcome and appreciated for being here. So let me go over to Facebook and see if I can see any comments there. Go to Facebook under We Share Abundance Publicly. Is the group I'm looking for. And if I scroll down, it says March the 5th. Have I made a mess of that as well? Am I? No, that's not it. I don't think. I can't find it. Let me refresh the page and see if that helps. March the 7th, that looks better. Let me refresh the page and see if that helps. Okay, let me mute the speakers. I think we are now broadcasting and things are going right. We've got Ikini from Nigeria at the top of the comments list, followed by Dave Jackson from London, UK, Russ Cowley from Newcastle, UK, Philip from Nigeria. Not seen you for a while, Philip. Hope things are good with you. Peter from Kettering, UK, Paula from Holland, Norman from Doncaster, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Carl Lucas from New Zealand, Russ Cowley telling me I'm loud and clear. Makes a change, doesn't it? Okay, we have got going a little bit later than I should have been. Not in the scheduled post that I should have been, but we have got going. Okay. And we'll give it just a moment to see if a few more people pop in, and then we can get started. Been a busy day. I've not done what I was planning to do because I changed my mind. I saw people. I don't normally go to Facebook, but I was on Facebook for some reason, and maybe it was just sort of passing through, looking at the tabs or something. I can't remember now. This morning, and I saw people saying they didn't know how to get started and things, and so I thought, well, I'm going to have to make it simpler somehow, and so that diverted me from my plan into another plan. So I'll explain a bit more about it in a moment. We've also got Andrew from New Zealand, Werner from South Africa, Ramachandra from India. He's a UK resident, but he's in India. Suchitra is an Indian resident, and she's in India. Okay, so we've gone 7 minutes, well, it is 7 minutes past anyway, so let's get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless We Share Abundance, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service, and through the joy of service bless each member, that they may attract into their life everything that they need and want from you. Amen. And that prayer is targeted at what we're trying to do here is help people to find happiness. Money is not going to buy you happiness. A lack of money can cause unhappiness. But our main objective is not to get everybody making lots of money. So we're not like a BizOp, if you like, but our objective is to get everybody making some money. And that would be a breath of fresh air in the online money-making area. Because statistics, no matter where you get them from, show that most people that are trying to make money online are in fact losing money. Very few break even fewer are actually making a profit, and there's a tiny percentage that are making really good money. It depends on where you get your figures from, but the failure rates can be shown as anywhere between 80% and 94% of people losing money. Is losing money a failure? I suppose it can be classed as one if you're trying to make money. I don't like the word failure, because if you've never failed, you probably haven't really tried to get outside your comfort zone and do something that would expand your consciousness and ability. Some people talk about failing their way forward, and that is a good analogy, really. You do things, you take action, basically, is what it is, and you get a result. Now, is that result a failure or not? If it's not the result you were looking for, you've learned that that isn't the way to go. So you go somewhere else and you test that, and you take action, and you keep taking action until you start getting the results that you're looking for. And it's just a testing situation. It's not, to me, that's not failing. It's just moving forward. So I don't know how I got onto this, but that's what we're trying to do, is get everybody making a little bit of money, finding hope in their life, finding that through sharing love and abundance, being of service to others, will bring happiness and automatically attract into their lives everything that they need to be happy and healthy and have true freedom of spirit, in that they're not influenced by what society tells them they should be or other people tell them they should be. They have within them a knowledge of what they want to be, and they are just moving constantly towards that goal of being a better person, a better themselves. It's not about being better than that person or that person. It's about being better than the person you were yesterday. And that is what we're doing. And somebody there Let me just see what happens here. Can't do anything, I think. Somebody there said, I was scammed by this program called We Share Abundance, and nobody has been scammed by this program. We have always set out to do what we always intended to do, and that is to find a way to help people all over the world escape from poverty. We're on a mission to banish poverty. And we've had some good results. We've had some very good months, and we've had some bad months. But we've always moved forward with that goal in mind. And with the launch of the Success on a Plate program, SOAP, on the 4th of March, we are moving ever faster towards achieving our goals. Okay, and we have Queen Anna from Nigeria, Samuel from Nigeria as well, I think, Thobsa from South Africa. While we are on the subject of prayers and getting things right, let's continue with our affirmation to help spread peace on earth, goodwill to all men. It's peace on earth, goodwill to all men is part of what happens when people talk about Christmas. My wife and I have a little bit of a tradition here that we celebrate Christmas every day in the spirit of Christmas, peace on earth, goodwill to all men. But here, this affirmation, I'm so happy and grateful for living in the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come on earth as it is in heaven, that we all be freed from divisive inharmonies and become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Once again, I'm so happy and grateful for living in the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come on earth as it is in heaven, that we all be freed from divisive inharmonies and become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Words have so much power, and yet people often do themselves a lot of damage with the words that they use. Two words that I try and eliminate from my vocabulary are but and if, because they both have negative connotations. Whenever you are going to say but, try and put in and in its place, and try and avoid the ifs in life anyway, because ifs don't matter. But is really negative. You see somebody and you say to them, that's a really nice dress you've got on. And they think, great, you know. And then if you say, but, immediately you've cancelled that good feeling that that person had. You know, but it would be better if you had your hem a little bit lower, or but it would be better if it didn't make you look fat, you know, whatever. That but, it doesn't matter what comes after it, you've cancelled out that good part that you started with. So Try and avoid buts and ifs. Use positive thought all the time and think positive thoughts about this beautiful planet that's been created for us, where we live. It's our home. Let's look after it, and let's look after all of creation, whether it's a tree, whether it's a dormouse, whether it's a pet dog, whatever it may be. Let's look after all creation, wildlife and fauna, plants, flora, fauna. Let's look after this world, and let's look after it first of all with good positive thoughts. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got Jaria from Oman. Kingsley Havasu launched a new game. They ask everyone at the CRC section if anyone wants to join under you to contact you, as your link is not displayed as other upline. I don't know. Is that this app thing that they have? I've forgotten what it's called now. AppTech something or other, isn't it? Let me look it up. Just a minute. AppTech Gateway, I think it is. Yeah, AppTech Gateway. I think I sent out my link in a message, if it's my link you're after, but I don't mind whose link you join under. I don't have time to play the game, and it doesn't really interest me very much. The app can be very useful for a lot of people. I don't even like the phone, let alone the app. So there you go. Join under anybody, but I did send out a link in the message yesterday, I think. How can I add my coupons to my link? Secondly, do you create any avenue that can serve as affiliate link to this soap? You have a link, Sam, in your dashboard. When you go down, you've got a link in there that includes your username and your coupon code. All you've got to do is promote that link. I mean, where can we promote our links? You can promote your links anywhere. Social media, put them on a business card. If you put them on a business card, you can't add the coupon code because it will change every 30 days. But you can put your affiliate code, and you can say, if you want a coupon, contact me, and put an email address or something like that. But if you're advertising on traffic exchanges or solo ads or banners or anything like that, you can put the whole link and just make sure you change it when it changes in 30 days time if you're including your coupon code. Kingsley says, yes, your link is not displayed. I don't know what you mean there, Kingsley. Are you talking about this game for Havasu, this AppTech thing? I have no idea where that should be displayed. I don't have time to mess with that game, I'm sorry. I spent all day creating a page that many of you could probably create in a couple of hours at the most. But for me, it's taken me all day, but I get there. And that page is a step-by-step process for getting started in WeShare Abundance. It covers registration, verifying email, completing profile, adding your Waves wallet, and getting KYC ID verified. Those are the 5 steps that everybody needs to go through to be an active member, a citizen that can participate in everything else that we do. And my task tomorrow is to create a second page which will follow on from that, and that will, in the same sort of format, help people stake pools, buy memberships in the Easy Business Builder, take upgrades, take up the special offer. Okay, so that's what I'm currently working on personally. Devyani, meanwhile, is working on a couple of things. There was an issue with the soap coupons. Very rare. It only happened on very rare occasions. So you may not have noticed it or come across it, but what happens when somebody joins with a coupon is they have to go through those 5 steps. And once they've completed those 5 steps, that coupon will automatically be activated, and they'll be at that believer level and have 5 coupons that they can give away, and the link will display, and they'll be set to go. And once that happens, you who gave them the coupon will get your $3 commission. There was a little bug somewhere that it had to happen in 1 second of an hour. So that's how the only time it could happen on 1 particular second in an hour. And that caused the coupon not to be activated. But that bug has now been fixed. So if anybody has found that they've registered somebody with a coupon, there'll be very few of you that this happens to, but there was one person that we found. If anybody has registered anybody with a coupon that has gone through those 5 steps and should have had their coupons, and you should have had your commission, and it's not happened, you'll need to put in a support ticket and we'll look at it and check it out. But it should be okay from now on. It's been fixed. Samuel says, please drop me where I can contact you directly because I have to promote this soap. You can contact me here. As an active member, do we still need to do another verification? No, if you're verified, you're verified. Everybody should be KYC ID verified. We're not too strict on the address. It may be needed at some future occasion, but at present, we do need you to be ID verified, because if we don't enforce that, we'll get people putting in fictitious people just to get freebies, you know. So we have to have KYC verification. It's also a requirement, actually, for any staking of coins or tokens. That there is a statutory requirement that KYC should be in place and enforced there. So we do make it a stipulation that everybody coming in now must be KYC verified before they can participate in anything. Okay, but if you're already KYC verified, you're already KYC verified. No, you don't have to do anything more. Okay, what else has Devyani been on? So she fixed that, and then I've spoken for a long time about how crazy the information we pull from the Waves website is and how it's so inaccurate. And so today we've been going through that, and Devyani has now finished writing the program to pull the rates from CoinRanking to our site, and it just wants to be tested. So tomorrow we'll be testing that, and then it will be implemented. And so the numbers that I give you, the figures that I give you from here, we'll only be giving you the CoinRanking ones in future, because the Waves ones are nonsense, in all honesty. And what you see on your dashboard will be pulled from CoinRanking, which is pretty much as accurate as you can get. So we've been working on that. We're trying to get things smoother, and it's a simple process for everything, but you need to follow the steps, and so the steps weren't very clear, and that's what I've been trying to do today, is make the steps clear. I put a link to the new page that I created in Facebook. Have I got it here? Yeah, 5 simple steps to happiness. I'll put it in the comments here in case you've not seen it in Facebook. Once I get the other page, or maybe before I get the other page done tomorrow, I'll send out that link. And there we go. Thobza says, Graham, don't you think the video talking about soap too long for new members? Yes and no. If they don't understand We Share Abundance, they're not really going to understand the soap program. That video started out about an hour and a half. I think we got it down to about 29 minutes, and it covers pretty much everything we have in We Share Abundance. If we don't explain the staking, then they won't understand the offers at the end, what they pertain to. They won't know about the lottery. They won't know. There's so much to try and get into people's heads, and if they can't be bothered going through it, and that's fine, you know. They don't have to. They can just go through those 5 steps and get started making money. But ultimately, they're going to need to learn everything, and that's as short as I could make it. So there you go. But there is a page that you can give people. You can add your affiliate link. You can add your coupon code to it, in the same way that it's added in your dashboard at the end of WeShareAbundance.com. You just tag it on the end of that page, and you can send people to that page if you want, and it'll just tell them how to get started and how to use the coupon. So you have all these options. You don't have to send them to that video, but I think they need to know what they're getting involved in. So that's, I would love that video to be 5 minutes, but you can't tell them what it's about in 5 minutes. It could be a lot longer, okay? But I know where you're coming from. Pick the page that you want to advertise and advertise it, and tell people in your own way. So that's what Devyani has been up to, and that's what I've been up to. Let's have the numbers, see where we're going with this. And we are pretty steady at the moment, instead of increasing, but it's steady, but it's a lot higher than it has been for a long time. We have 104 new net how do we say it? We have a net increase of 104 new registered members in the last 24 hours, taking us to 49,804. And it was 103 yesterday, 114 the day before, 57 the day before when we launched Soap halfway through the day. And before that, it was like 13, 19, 10, 9, 12, 9, 17. So it's making a big difference already, but it's not making it as much as it will be once people get to understand what we are actually offering, what is available. Ramachandra says, I think it's explained properly in a good video. And Deborah says she agrees. Yeah, people will have different opinions on it, but some people have very short attention spans, 5 minutes is maximum. The good thing about that new page I've created that'll get people started, I don't think there's a video on that page that is as long as 5 minutes. I think they are all under 5 minutes. Just giving people what they need to know to get to the next part of the process. So it's another option for you, really. You can just take them to that page. It will, when they get to the bottom, there is a button that will take them to another page, which will be in the same sort of format. And that will be, as I say, explaining why they may find it beneficial to stake pools, why they may find it beneficial to buy subscriptions in the Easy Business Builder, and what special offers we've got for them if they take action within 48 hours of being KYC verified. Once again, I will do my best to keep those videos really short. And that's one of the things that takes the time, because it's getting the information to people, everything that they need, but as quickly and simply as possible. It's not easy. Where was we up to? Yeah, okay. We had 104 increase in our net registrations. Net because we take out about 100 every day that haven't logged in for 2 months. The site ranking still drifting downwards, really, but it's up a little bit for We Share Abundance. In the last 24 hours, it's up 30 places to 11,255, down 83 places for Multiply Weezer to 32,038. Multiply Weezer had 1 new email verified member. Nobody new bought advertising, and yet the bonus pool went up by another $2 to $9,754.93. To illustrate how ridiculous Waves is in the values that they put on our tokens, they're showing the Weezer Abundance token at $375.41. In your back office, they're showing it at $376.88. And these are both numbers that are coming directly from Waves. And they're both totally wrong. CoinRanking is showing it at $315.40, which is probably about right. And it's showing a trading volume in the last 24 hours of $248. No change in CoinRanking, still sat at 4,269. Gradually, we will see the trading volume on We Share Abundance increasing. And with that increase, of course, that is increasing liquidity. And that will then also affect the value. It'll increase the value, and the coin ranking will come down from 4,269 to 3,000 or to 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, gradually climbing the ranks by coming down in the numbers. Similarly with the Weezer token, once again, Waves figures totally rubbish. They're showing the Weezer token at 0.7 in the back office and 0.66 in your back office, where in CoinRanking it's 0.45 of a cent we're talking about here for Weezer. $36 trading volume. CoinRanking, we dropped 21 places to 1,717. But by tomorrow or the day after, maybe, depends on how long it takes us to test that, and because it affects a lot of other things, you know, it's not just as simple as just what we display on the dashboard. But hopefully by the end of tomorrow, we'll be pulling those figures from CoinRanking, and I'll stop talking about Waves. CoinRanking far more accurate. So those are your numbers. Everybody can understand from the video why the Weezer organization is unique. Yeah, well, I hope so. We're trying to get over the knowledge to people that we're not a BizUp. We are not just another money-making site. We are a community. We do have a mission to build the community, not just based around money making. Money making is going to happen as a byproduct of sharing love and abundance, helping people all over the world climb a little bit in their standard of living, particularly if they are below the poverty line. We want to get them up to that poverty line and above it, you know. What tends to happen from a government point of view is if they see a lot of people below the poverty line and that's being broadcast, they tend to find ways of lowering the poverty line rather than upgrading the people so that the numbers don't look so bad. Well, we've got to upgrade the people, and we can only do that if we upgrade them mentally and spiritually first. Because if they believe they are poor and destined to live in poverty, no matter what we do for them, they will stay there. But if we can bring that hope into their life, that courage and the feeling that they're not a failure, they will aspire to climb, and we've got the vehicle for them to do it. And that is what we're about. And that is why we differ so much. And we don't want to leave anybody behind, but we've got to approach it from the right aspect. There are always going to be people that will make a lot of money with any form of business opportunity, and we have a business opportunity in the Easy Business Builder. But with the SOAP plan, we make it so easy for everybody to make a little bit of money. Without doubt, there will be people that will make absolute fortunes. And once people start seeing that, it will attract more people that are into making money and just want to make money. But if we can change their attitude as they come in to one of love and service, we can make them happy, and they'll attract the cash anyway. So that's what is important, and that's why we are different. And it's nice to have very, very short videos, and maybe we will get to a stage where we will have some of those on splash pages and things. But at the moment, I think that video on the homepage as we have it now is very important for new people. It'll explain to them what they're getting involved in and why and how it all works, and it gives them the understanding of why it's beneficial to be a part of the community and support it in whatever way they can, hopefully. And Deborah thinks our community is awesome. That's wonderful. It's awesome, Deborah, because of people like you and Ramachandra and lots of other people in here. The volunteers that we have, the KYC is picking up now. I check it every now and again. It's not overpowering at the moment for the team, but it will become overpowering, and we still have to pursue and implement automated ID verification. That is very important. And we do have several options open to us. We've not finalized anything yet. I'd like to get it installed by the end of this month if we possibly could, and it'll probably take a couple of weeks of development and things to actually get it in place. But it will then be automated, and I'll have to change a video on that page that I've just done. But it'll be a lot easier for people, because instead of them submitting the documents and then our team having to go through the list and verify everything individually and in turn, which takes time, and once we get hundreds of people wanting to be verified in a day, it's not too bad. Once we get 200, 300, not too bad. But once we start getting 400, 500 and 1,000 in a day, it's too much pressure on that team to complete those things so quickly. But if people are doing it automatically and they can do it themselves within a couple of minutes, it takes me longer than that, but I mean, most people can do it in a couple of minutes, then it'll just make everything so much simpler and easier for everybody. Right. I think we've covered things. I'm not sure what's going on with Avazoo. The AppTech Gateway game thing they have, by all means, get involved in it. I mean, I've tried it, but I could never remember to go back and click the numbers and things, and I get too busy. I mean, it takes me all my time to just click a few things to get the free entries that I need to keep up on my free ticket. But I know a lot of you have more time than that, and you enjoy apps on your phone and things, and you'll enjoy the possibility of making some money and making some for charity at the same time. If you put in, no, just check. I'll add it in again on the email I send out about the page I've created. If you need my what's it called, affiliate link for that program. But I'm not worried about it. I don't mind who you join. I don't mind who you join any program under. I mean, I've got to be honest. Anything that comes in from any of the third-party programs that we have, and potentially there could be quite a lot from 5 billion sales. I want to make time to do a little video on that to help people as well. But potentially the income that we could get from that is very, very good. But at this stage, there's nothing actually being paid out, because it's down the line, down the line, down the line. It could be 12 months. We may be able to bring it forward. They've got plans in where you can bring it forward to 2 months, get paid every 2 months, I think. But I'm not quite sure what I have to do for you to get paid in that time frame. But from our point of view, if I can find it, just let me. There we go. It's got the, I wonder if I can show you this. Oh, it's on the same browser, so no, I'm not messing about with that. But it's got commission earned $9,700. Now that is from personal introductions. Now it should be a lot more than that, but it's still good, isn't it? $9,700. It means 97 people out of the 2,000 or whatever we have introduced have taken the trouble to go through and set up their Cell Data account. So that's 9,700. Overrides are $42,137. So we add those two together, we're at almost $52,000. And then there's $550 and $250 for bits and pieces. But those are the big figures. Almost $52,000. If people don't get fed up with it and they keep going for 12 months. Basically, that is what that boils down to. But the potential is there. It's very good. And that isn't money that goes into my pocket. That is money that comes into We Share Abundance. And that is significant income. That is over $1 per member at this level. Now, we wouldn't just hand it out to people like that, but it'll be used in helping the liquidity of tokens and paying administration fees, development costs, this sort of thing. It's an expensive thing to run a website with constant ongoing development, backup servers, server teams that are monitoring all the time for attacks from, cyber attacks, DDoS, dedicated, what is it? I don't know, all these things that can happen. You have to put in systems and people in place to monitor things on an ongoing basis. And it's an expensive thing to just keep the site up and running for this community. So all these things that we're doing with third-party programs, we've got dribs and drabs coming in from Tapestry, little bit there. They'll be paying out again soon this month. We've got Instant Recall that will be available in the not too distant future, I think. We've got iHub. iHub, I'm not sure where that's going at the moment. I know there is delivery costs and leasing costs and all sorts of things that are involved in that now. It's no longer free as it was going to be, or it was claimed to be, but it may still be a profitable venture for us, and we may be able to help members with it at some stage. There are lots of things there, but it's all for the community. It's not for me. I don't want it. I'm too old to want things. I've done everything that I wanted to do. I've had big houses, and you only use 2 rooms, and you had 8 bedrooms, and you pay somebody to clean them, and I've had big grounds, and you have to pay somebody to look after them. I mean, even the little garden that we've got here, I pay somebody to look after that. But if you've got acres, I've never been a fan of cars. They don't really bother me. I like to have one that I can get in and take me where I go, but it doesn't matter to me what it looks like and what kind of car it is, as long as I can get in, sit there reasonably comfortable and drive it. I'm not interested in any of that stuff. So from my point of view, even if this money was mine, I'd only give it away. That's what I've always done when money's come into me, when I've made lots of money on occasion in days, 20 grand a day. But I've never hoarded it or used it for anything particularly. I've not wanted it. So why should I want it now? And I don't. Everything that we do through third-party plans is for the benefit of We Share Abundance. We've got two that are doing really well for us at the moment. We've got IPC. It may well be a Ponzi, I don't know. But it is, they do show trading results that we are paid on, and that is paying well. We've gradually built that up. I think we've got $11,000 invested in there now. We started that out with 700 that we made actually from that chain mine thing, which went belly up. But at the same time, we've put some money into SoBuy, and SoBuy is doing really well. That's paying out really well. We also have money in what's this thing that looks like a diamond? What's that called? Oh, Paraiba. Yeah, Paraiba. We've got a little bit of cash in there. We've got some cash now in AI marketing. We have some cash now in Hyperfund, and we will probably have diversify also into Novatech, and there are others as well. So we take what we have and we're trying to build it up and to get a third party income streams coming in to We Share Abundance for the benefit of We Share Abundance. All the members. I'm just a member. I'm just a volunteer, like the people working in support or anywhere else. We're all just volunteers helping this community, and this community doesn't exist without you people. And Deborah was saying she loved the community, and that's you people. That's what makes it so awesome. We could have a big fancy office building if we had the money, but that wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be anything until we put people in it. And who would we put in it? If we put employees in it, would that be the same as having the people that we have now? No, probably not. Ultimately, I suppose we're going to have employees as we grow to help things, but mainly it'll be from the membership base. We'll have ambassadors on every continent. We'll have ambassadors in every country. In the larger countries, we'll have ambassadors in every state or province. And they'll get expenses to help people, and they'll be there to help run We Share Abundance in that community, because they'll know that community, they'll know the language, they'll be able to run presentations in local languages, deal with questions in local languages. They'll be able to just help maintain that, and they'll be able to see if there are points within that community where, if we get to the point, not if, bad use, don't use if, when we get to the point where we have extra funds, that they'll be able to say, what about our charitable side helping with this issue that we've got in this country. And so all that will come in the future. But it all starts here and now. In fact, it started 20 odd years ago, but it really started to take off 2 years ago. And in 2 years, we've come an awful long way. We had some very highs in the early days, and that's made people think that we're on the way out now because we had those highs and we came down. But no. It doesn't matter. We've kept going along the same path. We went up this mountain and we've come down into the valley and we've plodded along in the valley, and we're starting to climb another mountain now. We're still heading in the same direction, and we will achieve everything that we've set out to achieve because it's God's will. Okay? What do you know about OnPassive? Is it ever going to take off? I believe it will, yeah, because I don't know him personally very well. I have spoken with him, but Ash Mufareh, and I believe he's a man with the right heart and intentions. Do I think he's done things the best way? No, I don't, but only time will tell whether or not what he's doing in it, trying to be perfect before he launches, will pay off or not. He has one product that I'm waiting for, and that is I think it's called OConnect or something. It's his version of Zoom, okay? It's a webinar platform, if you like. It may be more than that, it may be different than that. But that is something that I'm looking forward to having, and something that I feel would be very useful for us as a community. And hopefully it won't be too long before it gets off the ground. But it's been, I don't know, 3 years, is it now? I can't remember when I joined. I joined, I think, in July of some year or other. It wasn't last year. I can't remember whether it was the year before last or the year before that. I know it was one of the first. So however long it's been going, I've been in there, and it's always been going to launch. I think it will get there. I believe Ash has the heart in the right place. He's doing things on a very professional and high level standard. But it'll be interesting to see what is actually available that is of value to the majority of people, when they do launch. Okay, so I think it will launch, and I think it will take off in a big way once it does. And knowing Ash, I think he'll be prepared for it better than we were prepared for what we had. And we're prepared now for the growth that we're going to get to a large extent. But we have to put in two things to help us. One is that automated KYC verification of ID. Ultimately, will include address as well in there, but that's not too important initially. And the other thing is automated withdrawals, because the withdrawals will start coming in thick and fast as we grow. And once again, that's something that we won't be able to handle on a manual basis. So those two things, I think, will make us pretty solid. We've got a solid framework for the site. There's lots we can do to improve it. I know we're far from perfect in many, many ways, but we work on being better each day. And that's all you can do in life. Just try to be better each day, whether it's in your website or in your own personality. Okay? So that pretty much covers, as I say, what I've got for you today. Thanks all for being here. And God bless you all. I love you all, even those that don't love me. And there are plenty of those, believe me. And I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have that coin ranking in place. It'll make the back office more reliable in terms of the information that you get. And until tomorrow, goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, do 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 do. Goodbye, goodbye.